weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head? Think you topped her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists! How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
It's that? Oh my god, I can't believe it!
Got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
Dude, I never would have guessed this at all.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girl E's killer. Right now, the only person I can think of is that guy.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiro's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiro's murder. This?
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just gonna go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
So it's not Fuyuhiko?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
So we're suspecting Hiyoko? I thought they're best friends, Hiyoko and Mahiru.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch? What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No! Come on! Yes!
No, that's wrong! Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
Yes, you were. You were running from the beach house.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
So... you're calling your own footprints ugly and then pinning it on Mikon?
Don't decide that based on ugliness!
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Yoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
Very common.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that. I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What? That letter! I'm serious, I don't know!
You wrote it, though.
Oh, snap! I remember now! I totally saw you!
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed here.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
No, because we saw you.
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner for Yuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't.
How do you not see Hiyoko?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
You're crying to make us pity with you, though.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's faking it to make us believe her.
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that, too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Right here.
Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummy, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Okay, so you definitely have been there before, because there's no way you could have not eaten gummies.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, She was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person! You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
Why do you know about the mask?
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer!
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask! Is your brain fried or something?
Well, you're a child yourself.
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia! It's just a difference between cultures. A culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hyoko's suspicious, but there's something strange. Something that doesn't make sense. I can't help, but I feel like we're being directed by someone.